made about 50K from a show, trying to show the ropes before they I'm prophetic, they only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of luck, soon as I up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell shorty. Every time I hit the stage, I make it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Denver. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First play of the game, first throw of the game. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A gain of 4.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Broncos. 46-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye is J.K. Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Second down. Nix. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A 18-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver first down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Moving to his left. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's a run. And he's in! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Spencer Trader now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hey, we go, Simone! 390%!
They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Jenkins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Here we go. 390%!
From the gun, it's Geno. Swing this one out to White. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Smith. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Jenkins. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
On 4th down, Smith. Open man, it's Dante Fortin.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that.
He'll give it to Dobbins. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Roberts there on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 12-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. To throw is Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is first and goal.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's Dobbins. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They'll throw. It's Nix. This one caught the full. And he'll take it on in. Hey, Dobbins. Down Denver. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
The return is Tucker. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Now he'll air one out. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
A gain of 47 yards. First down, Raiders.
Middle. Strike.
From the shotgun, Smith. That is caught at the 3. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Genty will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
49-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. Flushed to his left. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. 38 yards. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up. Throwing is Nix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Ingram is fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. And it goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
There we go.
Off the play fake. Smith escaping to his left. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
That'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Dobbins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one?
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 18 on the pitching catch. Good for a Raider first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
Working out of the gun, Smith. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And they get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw, here's Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. They're going to lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On second down, Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Raiders first down.
From the gun, it's Geno. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Throwing on second down, Smith.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Moving to his right. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll move it out of harm's way. A gain of 3 up to the 4-yard line.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Second and 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Broncos.
First down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Try to pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
So 3rd and 2, sometimes it's not about being fancy. You don't need your back to be a hero. Make sure, no matter what, pick up the yards needed, convert that first down. Now, if there's an opportunity to pop it, great. But don't try to go for the home run and bring up 4th down. How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
2nd down. Nix. That'll be complete for Dobbins. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Denver first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he will score. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Denver. His 2nd touchdown of this first half.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be taken in at the 2. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. In motion, that's Thornton. Using the jet sweep to the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This taken just shy of the goal line. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Play action now. It's Geno. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 was that one.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Smith to throw on 1st down. He will find his man. That's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This is part of 2. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown Raiders. His 4th TD grab of the season.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A 1st down throw for Nix. He connects with Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Hicks, now to throw it here on first down. That's pumped by Harvey. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Harvey, and he barrels his way into the end zone. R.J. Harvey, touchdown Broncos. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's Geno. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On first down, here's Geno to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
7 yards. It's second down.
A second down throw for Smith. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Go.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Nix to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup, and that's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. Oh, he's trying to use the big frame to push forward, but I don't think he's going to get there. He's held up at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
One of the disadvantages of giving the ball in this situation to your fullback is now you're short 1 blocker. I'd like to see him give it to their more traditional running back in this case, because now it brings up 4th down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
That's fielded just shy of the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Genty. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. From the shotgun, Smith. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith, who outs another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Working out of the gun, Smith. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Gino to throw. Rolling right. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Smith escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
That's another Raiders 1st down.
From the pistol, Smith. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
2nd down, Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Gino. forced to his right. Throwing on a run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Tino going to throw for it. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
7 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11. That's a 28-yard line.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Looking out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. A run with Harvey. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Broncos.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he'll get about 5. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw is Nix. That is run in downfield by Sutton. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He goes right back to Sutton. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Brings up second.
Pretty big swing here in the mindset of the defense. Before the play, you're thinking, man, we're on the 1 yard line. Pretty likely that it ends with a touchdown. But instead, you send them back 5 yards, and your chances of holding them to 3 just go up.
Back to the 5 yard line now. Second down and goal.
On my set. Ready.
Now a handoff, running right. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Taken down behind the line.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
It is brought in the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Trader now on for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Play action now. It's Geno. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Back is Smith. Rolling right, it's taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Here we go.
Bowers, the man in motion. Smith to throw on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's to the right side and caught by Bowers.
Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Throw! And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, Geno. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows. Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Vegas. Smith. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, and this is Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Throwing is Nix. Caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's got another one. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Rader now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos stretch things out even further.
62. Raiders 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw, Smith. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Surtain.
So much of that play comes down to the defense. Positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Smith now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun, Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
13 next.
On first down is Smith. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. He gets free. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Broncos.
So, Mike, the second that ball came out of his hand, I held my breath, because when you are late, especially throwing the ball out towards the sideline, it is not going to end up good at this level. And the second he saw that ball in the air and broke on it, he had 6, and all he had to do really was make the catch, and then he was just off to the races, and it was nothing but green grass out in front.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Check 51, cover.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Oh, my son! Drill, ready! Ready, my son!
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son!
Here we go. One final play. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. He works free. Right side. And they are going to add 6 more.